It was March of 2023, and I was just attending my biology class when suddenly our biology teacher gave us a new task, a new project that we would work on every single day for the next month. It would be an experiment that we needed to collect information about it as the months went on. You could pick any kind of plant that you wanted. It could have been a fruit, a vegetable, or anything of that sort, and basically gave it a butt. You know how, like, if you're watching a YouTube video and they say something like Minecraft but the lava rises like every 10 seconds. Yeah, the butt was supposed to be something like, hmm, I was raising this beetroot in dark for 30 days, and here's what happens. And that was gonna be the project. And you needed to take a picture of it every single day. Or you could pick something like, I planted a pickle seed and I didn't water it for an entire month. You could literally do something like that, and the teacher would approve it. What mattered the most is that we must create this kind of experiment, and we needed to observe it every single day for a month straight, documenting it, and then creating a PowerPoint presentation of our findings and of the things that we have noticed. And keep in mind, this was me like 2 months before really starting my self improvement journey. So my discipline wasn't really that bad. Like, yeah, sure. For the past, like, my entire life, basically, I was building discipline through homework, through jumping on my trampoline. Not that I didn't want to jump on it, but sometimes I jumped on it, even if I didn't want to leave. Or even if I didn't want to stay in the first place. But still, my creativity was shit. My mental health was completely in the dust. My focus, it was deteriorated. My willpower to resist the instant gratification activities was at an all-time low. But I still believed in myself, and I knew that I could do it. I have heard stories from the teacher about like the past classmates of ours that did the project themselves. And so naturally all of my classmates went to our seniors because I was just a grade 1 at that time. And we still had like grade 2, grade 3 and grade 4 people that we could ask. And most of the time they were bad grades. But there was one that really stood out. It was a fourth grader that is by now gone for a long time. But he basically said the same thing to my female classmate that all you need to do is basically just show to the teacher that you care, and she will give you a 1 effortlessly. 1 is basically like the best mark that you can get in my country, and 5 is the worst grade that you can get. And there were a lot of people who got like 3s, 4s, and 5s, which are like the Fs. And so I got really worried. This was the first time I was doing something of this source. This was the first time I was creating this huge experiment, this huge project that I was working on. Like, yeah, sure, I wouldn't have to dedicate like hours of my day just trying to make more progress in it. No, 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 this was just something like I would spend like 5 minutes every single day just taking care of it. And my mom even volunteered for me to water the plant. But still, this really needed all of my discipline that I had at that time. And so we went to the store and we bought radish seeds. And we took 2 pots and we planted like 5 radish seeds, I think, in both of them. And my mom watered them for the entire month. So shout out to her for saving me. But she basically told me that whenever you feel with your finger that it is getting quite dry, then you just always take some water drops and just pour it in there. It's not a big deal at all. And I don't remember what my bot was at that time, like the difference between them. But I think it was a difference in soil, probably. Yeah, that was most likely it. But the months went on, the entire April passed by, and the seeds, they started growing actually. And by the end of the month, ah, it wasn't looking that bad, but it wasn't still the best. Like, I mean, yeah, radish, they take like a couple of months to develop. They cannot grow in like a month. And so, as April came to an end, it was time to make the fateful presentation that I was trying to avoid for the past month. This was the scariest task of the entire experiment because I have heard stories about how they got bad grades even though they put so much effort into it. But still, I knew that I wouldn't fail this time. And so I took the discipline and I, for the first time in my entire life, researched for something properly. And I do mean properly, because by that point, whenever we got a project that we needed to work on, like a presentation for geography, for history lessons, for whatever, I would basically just take like a couple of websites and I would just copy all of the information from them. But this time, it was something different. I literally went to the teacher herself that gave us the project, and I literally wrote an entire letter to her, basically just full of questions. I think I wrote like 10 of them, probably. And so, guess what? She answered every single one of them. Because not only did the teacher really enjoy her job, like you could literally see it on her face, but she also just wanted to help me in the first place because she was a really nice person. I asked her about few terms that I didn't understand about what was needed from me, but she cleared up all of the confusion. And after that, I was left to go. And I made the presentation. I managed to actually learn it and put the information into my brain so that I wouldn't read it the entire time. And guess what? I presented it and I got a 1 effortlessly because I put all of my discipline into it. This was my first taste of delayed gratification from some kind of huge project. Basically, instant gratification would be something like me not even caring about it in the first place and just copying some information from the internet. But no, I actually took the time to sacrifice the pleasure in the short term and to gain the pleasure in the long term. And I got a 1 effortlessly. The teacher even said herself that I wonderfully understood the entire thing as she was imagining it to be. Like I literally made it to her expectations. However, the feeling of delayed gratification wasn't the main benefit that I got from that day. It was the knowledge and it was the confidence that I gained, the powerful life lesson, the huge mindset shift that I received on that day. I realized the true power of confidence. Basically, whenever you take the time to master anything, and do you think that I made the PowerPoint presentation to its fullest on the first try? No, my friend. Like, yeah, sure, I made the perfect outline on the first try, and yeah, that could have been a wonderful mistake that I could have made, that I could have learned from in the long term. But I made a lot of errors in the details and stuff like that. Like, I already told you that I had to ask like 10 questions to basically like perfect the presentation. And so, yeah, I failed a lot whilst making this presentation, but it was fucking worth it. Because in the end, I got the respect from the teacher from actually being not afraid to ask her about anything. I was literally asking her about the most elemental stuff that you can think about. Whenever you take the time to actually research something and master it to its fullest, and if you're willing to go through the mistakes, then you will be literally confident in anything that you can succeed in it. You'll be confident that you can basically like walk up there and present a presentation and you can basically like talk perfectly about it and you'll get a 1 perfectly. Confidence is the superior reward when it comes to discipline. No matter how much money you make, no matter how much physical gains you make, no matter how better your mental health gets, no matter how high quality woman you can pull, there will always be that better reward of confidence, of the feeling of knowing that you can do it once again, that if you fall, then you can slowly build yourself back up. And that is a superior reward of discipline. During this presentation, the number one lesson that I received was basically to never be afraid to ask your teachers for help. That is the biggest life lesson that I got from the education system by this point, and I truly hold it dear to my heart, even to this day, and I take advantage of it whenever I can. And this life lesson gives me the confidence that I can master anything. Like, I can attend a course, for example, of some rich guy, and I have the confidence to message him, and I know that he will reply to me back. Because, first of all, 99% of people in the call won't message him in the first place. And also, if you have intelligent questions, then of course he will answer you. If you want to join a community where we discuss our mental health and full of like minded men, who share the same values as you, the same likes and dislikes, the same goals as you, who are becoming the best version of themselves every single day, who will be in a state of healthy competition with you, but at the same time, they will be like your true blood bonded brothers, with whom you can hang around with on a daily basis. Then you can join our Discord clan in the description. I know that if you're watching videos like these and willing to take action, then I know that you have way more potential than you think you have. So please, harness it and join us on the path towards greatness and leave the 99% of people behind who tell you that, oh, why are you wasting so much of your efforts doing this? Oh, why are you waking up at 5 a.m.? It's not even worth it. No, 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 don't ask the teacher. He will just flame you for being stupid. And just look at their life situation and look at ours. I know that you will make the right choice, but no pressure, of course. But other than that, you can like the video, you can subscribe if you like, join the email list in the description and get yourself a free ebook about mindfulness. Comment on which part of the video you liked the most and which part of the video you will implement in your daily life. Don't forget to join the clan, you're still invited, and become a part of the family. If you want to get to the same mindsets that have propelled me in my self-improvement journey, like there is no tomorrow, then I highly suggest that you should go and check out my Timeless Reader's Mindsets. It will truly make you level up in your mental health journey like there is no tomorrow. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you